I do try to travel with my kids whenever I can. I have 5 children, so it's not easy. But because of stand-up comedy, I've been able to take my kids amazing places. And during each of these trips, there's always a moment when I look at my kids and I have the same thought. I could just leave them here. Because it's too hard. It's way too hard to travel with kids. That's why every dad on vacation looks like he lost a bet. You ever see a dad on vacation? They're so confused. There was a... Wait, is this my vacation? But I'm not having any fun. Occasionally you'll catch a dad on vacation mumbling to himself. He's just calculating expenses. 600 times 7. Could have bought a boat. Thank you. Moms on vacation are usually happy, mainly because they know the dad is suffering. And that's why some marriages work. Of course, we travel with our children because they're our children. There's no other reason to travel with a child. You know what would make this road trip epic? A 4-year-old. Me, you, Fat Tony, and an unpotty trained 4-year-old. He's gonna be insane. Let's do it. I'm not good at waiting. Like lines, I don't even like seeing other people stand in lines. Once I dropped my kids off at school, I've done it once, and I was walking home, and I saw this line of 30 or 40 people at 8 a.m. in front of this building. There was no signage on the building. So I went up and I asked, I was like, what's this line for? And this woman goes, oh, they released a new sneaker. And I had to hold myself back from saying, oh, you should probably kill yourself. I didn't say that, I thought it. And I'm sure there's probably a sneakerhead in the audience, and I want you to hear this. You should be embarrassed. I know you think you look cool in your $600 Air Jordans, but all we see is someone that's gonna need to borrow money. But I have friends like that. They spend all their money on sneakers. And I would never encourage someone to do drugs, but occasionally I'll ask them, I'm like, have you tried drugs? There's never a line for drugs. But we all encounter these mystery lines. One time I was driving to a show and I started passing all these people sitting in their car, lined up, dozens and dozens of cars. When I finally got to the front, I realized it was a line for Chick-fil-A. And understandably, my first thought was, oh my God, Chick-fil-A released a new sneaker. Now, I like Chick-fil-A, but this line was at least an hour 15 for drive-through Chick-fil-A. And I'm no chef, but in that time, I'm pretty confident I could have deep-fried a chicken, eaten it, and had diarrhea. Oh, now you like the diarrhea jokes, huh? You appreciate the diarrhea callback. Which makes sense, because what is diarrhea but a callback to what you ate earlier? Oh, that's right, the burger had jalapenos. His entire show was death and diarrhea. Technology is getting more complicated. I miss the simpler times. Like, remember when you used to be able to choose your own password? Because now you have to get approval. And they always kind of give you an attitude like, yeah, that password's not strong enough. That password's very weak. You're like, I don't care, just use it. Nah, I don't accept that password. Pick another one. So you put in a password, they're like, yeah, that password's too easy to guess. It's because you just saw me type it in. Yeah, pick another one. Yeah, you already used that password. Pick another one. I get writer's block when it comes to passwords. Pick another one. I think I'm out. I already used my birthday. I don't have any more. The criteria for passwords is ridiculous. Now your password must have a capital letter, a number, a character, a rabbit's foot, something your mom wore to her wedding. Sometimes they offer a password. That's kind of humiliating. Hey, dummy, you want us to just give you a password? Doesn't that defeat the whole point? Well, we won't tell anyone. You can trust us. We're a faceless algorithm created by a multinational corporation. We won't share your password. What? Are you winking? No. I just got some dust in my AI. I've let them pick my password. You ever do that? Their password just looks like they let a cat walk on a keyboard. Well, I could have come up with that. Yeah, but you didn't, did you, dummy? Well, I'm never going to be able to remember that. Well, we'll remember it for you, dumbass. You just let us know when you need it. Can I have it now? No. We don't know. You might be a robot. Wait, aren't you a robot? Yeah, but you don't know that. You're so dumb. I'm mostly healthy. I worked out today. I know I don't need to. When I'm home in New York City, I work out at the Chinatown YMCA, and I realize when people hear the Chinatown YMCA, they think, oh, that's not like a serious place to work out, and it's not. It's not at all. It's mostly little kids learning how to swim and really old Chinese people with their parents. I didn't even know you could live to that age. But I tell you, watching a 90-year-old on an elliptical really inspires me to die in my 70s. It looks like a machine is eating someone's grandma. But I love my Y. You know, it's different from a normal health club. There's never moments when you think, oh my gosh, look at how much weight that guy's lifting. It's more like, oh my gosh, that guy's smoking on a treadmill in dress pants. It's very business casual. Sure, my Y doesn't have some of the amenities, but it also doesn't have the normal health club distractions. I don't have to deal with loud music or people that are in shape. I walk around my Y and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing okay. Maybe I should teach a class. Hi, welcome to Advanced Elliptical. Doesn't matter if you don't have workout clothes on. We're not going to be raising our heart rate. So let's step on, pick a show, and think about what we're going to eat. Okay. Who's having a burger, huh? Let's practice eating fries. I'm ignored at my Y. I'm ignored at all health clubs. Like when I walk into a fitness area, even in a hotel, people always look at me like, I didn't know they serve food here. The only people that approach me are personal trainers. They're like, you looking for a personal trainer? No. You should be. So I've gotten to the point, if I'm approached by a personal trainer, I just act like they're hitting on me. They're like, hey, how you doing? I'm married. I don't think you understand. I understand perfectly. You want to get with me, but I'm taken, so you can look, but no touchy. And it was great. Alaska's beautiful. My kids were having fun. I was pretending like I enjoyed being outside. And then suddenly we saw a bear like 500 yards away, this huge brown bear, like way bigger than a gummy bear. And I was so excited because I watch nature shows, but I had never seen a bear in person. So it felt like a celebrity sighting. I was like, oh my God, I've watched you on Animal Planet. It's so much taller in person. Can we do a selfie? But unlike a celebrity sighting, there was the risk of death. Like you never hear, we're in a restaurant, Tom Hanks walked in, and then he came over and murdered my family. That never happens. But the bear was far away. So I took out my phone and I started taking pictures. And then suddenly the bear stood up, roared, and looked right at me. Started creeping towards me, tilting his head back and forth, almost like he recognized me. That guy looks like Philip Seymour Hoffman. I was terrified. Luckily, we were with a tour guide, and I looked at him, and he goes, "Don't worry, I have bear spray." And I was like, "Do you have anything stronger? Like a bear gun? Because I don't think this bear's approaching to get his hair done." And the bear kept coming. And then suddenly the tour guide goes, "Okay, I want everyone to start walking backwards slowly. Walk backwards slowly." I guess so the bear could catch up. So we started walking backwards slowly. By then, the bear was in a full sprint. I had surgery 12 hours ago, so I smelled delicious. I was also sunburned, so I probably looked like a giant land salmon. The bear couldn't believe his luck. Like, I'm not gonna have to eat for a month. He was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be eaten by a bear. Which is ironic, given how many animals I've eaten. So I started humming Circle of Life and continued walking backwards slowly. I should point out, it's not like we were walking backwards slowly to a car or a cabin. We were walking backwards slowly to nothing. It probably looked like we were teasing the bear, like, "Come and get it, Mr. Bear. You looking to get a little grizzly? Craving a little 2XL, are you?" And before you knew it, the bear was upon us, and he killed us, and we died. Such a bloody mess. No, what really happened is at one point the tour guide pulled out this thing. It looked like a pen. I was like, great, he's gonna ask for the bear's autograph. And I learned later on it was a bear flare, and he squeezed it, and this tiny fireball went out towards the bear, and I was like, oh good, something to anger the bear. But the fireball bounced off the bear stopped, and then just ran the other way like it forgot something at home. And we all looked at each other like, oh my gosh, that just happened. And that's a true story. Well, most of that's true. Well, it's all true except there was no bear.